So this vlog is about all the things that you need to keep in mind before you plan your trip to visit Serbia. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Just Go with Amreen. If you don't realize, I am actually at the airport departing Serbia. Yes, my trip has come to an end, although I am actually releasing this vlog way in advance. I'm here to show you guys Serbia. So stay tuned for all those vlogs. They will be starting next week, but I feel that it's appropriate to release this video early on since I know that a lot of people are planning their trips to Serbia right now. Before we get started, I have a very exciting announcement. I am putting together my very first bespoke tour and it is going to be in Serbia. It is a 6-night, 7-day tour and we are going to be hitting all the unexplored, non-commercial, untouched beauty of this gorgeous country. If you are interested in going on this tour with me, then please click on the link down below and sign up. Now, back to the vlog. Point number 1, do we need a visa to enter Serbia? As an Indian, we don't need visa. We are allowed for 30 days in 1 year, but you do need to make sure that your passport is valid for 6 months. They will ask for your return ticket or your onward flight if you're going from Serbia anywhere else. They will also ask you for your hotel reservations. So my suggestion is print out all your hotel reservations that you have and take it along because the immigration officer will ask you that. You don't have to pay anything for any visa. They just stamp your passport and you're through. Point number 2, what are the COVID requirements? Well, it's very simple. Either you need to have a vaccination certificate or you need to have a negative COVID report that you should have taken about 48 hours prior to your flight. I did both just to be responsible. It just makes perfect sense to do a COVID test before you fly any which ways. So while we are on the COVID requirements for Serbia, let me also tell you that you will require COVID test to head back to whatever country you've come from. Now, there are 2 ways of doing this. One, you can get your COVID test done in the city where your test results will come after 12 hours, 24 hours, 48 hours, who knows. Also, there's not proper information online and then most of the websites are in Serbian, so it's very hard to get proper legit information about where to go to get your COVID test done to leave the country. So by the way, they do COVID tests at the airport as well before you depart. Whether you do it in the city or you do it at the airport, it is going to cost you approximately $100 and I got that done here. I came here 4 hours prior to my departure time. You get your COVID test done and you get your results. I got mine in an hour, but they tell you to. So it's the best thing to do. It is super smooth, super easy and super quick. So those of you who are not following me on Instagram, number 1, you should. Please go ahead and click on the link in the description box and follow me on Instagram. You guys don't know that I have been doing a solo trip for the past 12 days in Serbia. It's my first solo trip. I got asked this question a lot. Is Serbia safe? Yes, it is extremely safe. It's not just safe, but it's also a very friendly country. The people are extremely supportive and friendly, not just because I'm a woman or anything. They are genuinely nice. They actually want to help you. They want you to ask them questions about where to go, what to see, what to eat, where to stay and all that kind of fun stuff. What is the best time to visit Serbia? The best time to visit Serbia is March to May and September and October. If you want the ski season, then I would suggest yes, Jan to March is a good time to visit. If you want to skip the heat, then please do not visit Serbia in June, July and August because it's extremely hot and it is extremely crowded. I came here end of October and the first week of November. So I can say yes, October is probably the best month to visit Serbia. As you enter November, there are chances that the weather will screw up your plans, which it really did. When I got to Belgrade, began raining non-stop and thunderstorms and whatnot. According to me, October and March and May would be the best time to visit. May, if you want to enjoy the summer fun, Belgrade is a whole different vibe in the summer. The whole city basically comes to life. And if you want to experience the snow, I would say March. And if you want to see the gorgeous orange leaves and the autumnness of this country, then October is awesome. What is the currency of Serbia? The currency of Serbia is Serbian dinar. However, it's very hard to find Serbian dinar, at least in Dubai, the exchanges. So my suggestion is to bring euros. Euros is accepted in some major places, like of course you can pay your hotel with euros. You can also pay your tour companies with euros. You can also pay your airport transfer guys with euros. That's what I did. And do not exchange your euros into Serbian dinar at the airport. I would suggest do that in the city center. You would obviously get a better rate. Just so you get an idea, 1 euro is equivalent to 118 Serbian dinar. That brings me to number 6. Talking about currency, let's talk about how expensive or economical Serbia is. I don't know why, but it is perceived that Serbia is cheap. Yes, if you're comparing Serbia to Western Europe, sure, it is way cheaper. Probably just because 1 euro is equivalent to 118 Serbian dinar, they think that it's cheap. It's not. I have a whole vlog explaining where your money goes and how quickly it goes, and you know what costs how much. So I have a whole vlog on that. If you want to check that out, I posted that last week. I will link it above and below for you to check it out, so you'll understand that Serbia is not exactly cheap. COVID rules. What are the COVID rules in Serbia? There aren't any. There are no such major COVID rules. You don't need to worry about COVID in Serbia, in the sense that it's a maskless country. You can walk around without a mask. You only need to wear masks indoors. Another COVID related law is after 10 o'clock, whenever you visit a club or a restaurant or whatever, you need to produce your either negative COVID report or your vaccine certificate. Number 8. What to do in Serbia, like where to go, what to see. Okay, that's a very long vlog actually, but I can just give you like 3 zones. The central, which is Belgrade. You will see some of Belgrade because obviously you're landing here. Then I would urge you to go to the northern part, which is Novi Sad, and if you get a chance, go to Subotica. And I went to Western Serbia, which brings me to an announcement that I am putting together my very first bespoke tour, and it is going to be in Serbia, and a major emphasis of that tour is going to be Western Serbia, because Western Serbia is such untouched beauty. It is non-commercial, not so touristy, very less crowd. If you're into like nature and things like that, that's the place to be. If you're interested in signing up for my tour, then go ahead and hit the link in the description box and sign up. If you have the time and energy, then head to Eastern Serbia as well. At least do it as a day trip. Where should you stay when you visit Serbia? If you're coming for just a handful of days, like 4 nights or 5 nights or something, then I would say only stay in Belgrade and do day trips to discover Western Serbia, Northern Serbia, Eastern Serbia, all that kind of fun stuff. If you are coming here like me for like a 10-12 day trip, then I would say go and stay in Western Serbia, base yourself in Zarebor, and then head to all these places with your tour guide. As for the northern part, base yourself in Novi Sad, and from there you can visit the other towns on a day trip like Subotica, Sremski, Karlovci, all these places. The northern part of Serbia is extremely well known for its wines, so if you're into that, then that's the place for you. Point number 10, how many days is ideal to visit Serbia? So like my previous point, I said if you're coming here for a handful of days, which obviously means it's not enough. 4 nights, 5 nights, a lot of people I met on my trip, and it was very sad that they were coming in to the country on a Sunday and leaving on a Friday. It's not enough. You need to be here for far longer than that. Serbia is a gorgeous country, and minimum you need to be here at least for 1 week. Okay, now on to my bonus tip. What should you pack? This is very difficult to answer, to be honest. I'll tell you. I am here in October last week and November 1st week. The first half of my trip, or rather 9 days of my trip, were excellent. It was cold. Like in Zlatibor, it was -2 at night. So yes, you need all your jackets and scarves and head gear and all that stuff, but it was not so chilly. It was bearable. When I visited the northern part, it was nice, bright and sunny. But when I got to Belgrade, it was November and it was thunderstorms. In one day, in the morning, it was 20 degrees. It was sunny, bright, amazing. And in the second half of the day, it was raining and non-stop. It started like at 3 p.m. and didn't stop for the next 3 days that I was in Belgrade. What I'm trying to say is that bring your waterproof jackets, your hoodies, your shoes, and everything waterproof, because you never know, weather can change, in like an hour. So pack accordingly. My last and final bonus tip is food wise. If you're a vegetarian, God bless you. The food here is very meat oriented, especially it is very pork oriented. Now, I don't eat pork, and for me, food became a challenge. I was so bored of eating chicken, and if you don't eat beef and you don't eat pork, then yeah, it's going to get really challenging. So it's time for me to check in and leave this gorgeous country, but to only come back. Like I mentioned earlier in this vlog, I am arranging my first group tour ever, and it is going to be to Serbia. It's going to be for 6 nights and 7 days. So if you are interested in joining me for my first group tour ever in Serbia, then click on the link in the description box and sign up. From next week onwards, I'll be starting all my Serbian adventures, so don't miss that. I hope this video was helpful in case you are planning your trip to Serbia in 2021. Make sure you've taken notes on all these points. If you like this vlog, you know what to do. Give me a big fat thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any of my upcoming vlogs. I'll see you guys on the road. Safe travels. Take care, guys. Bye. Cheers. Mwah. What is the best? Oh, I totally forgot. Bring euros. It started raining again. The best time, Google says, May, and from what?